One of my most popular videos is changing the belt. It's been a couple years since I did this. Glad it lasted that long because I use my mower a lot. I use it even in the winter every few weeks. It's in need of a belt change again. And I have to apologize. If you've seen that video, I'll link to it up there. It's not the highest quality video. I was just in a hurry that day and thought, hey, I'll make a video. So I didn't even use a tripod. Well, I got my tripod out here today, so you'll see a little bit more detail in here. All right, so this is a Husqvarna 48-inch, but it applies to a Husqvarna 54-inch, 42-inch. It doesn't matter, even smaller motors. This one has 3 big spindles because it has 3 blades on it. Yours may have 2 blades. That's okay. You might have a Craftsman, you might have a Poulan, you might have any other mower, a John Deere. It does not matter. I'm going to show you how to change your belt on it because all of them are just about the same on how to do this. So you don't have to remove the whole deck. That's the secret here. You want to take your adjustment and go all the way to the ground here. And even better than that, if you do have a jack, you can jack it up to give you a little bit more room. And we're not going to do that today because not everybody's got a jack. I have taken off the guards on here. I don't recommend that. You can get your foot caught in here and a bunch of things. So it keeps my mower clean, though, to keep them off. Now, that is risky, and if you ever let your kids be around your mower or whatever, showing them things, that's another dangerous reason not to take those plastic guards off here. I did take those off. They were on there with about 3 different screws or bolts. And so you have to take those off first to see some of this stuff. To change this belt, and maybe we'll talk about the grease zerks here afterwards, so stay tuned on here. You want to look at a diagram, and most mowers are going to have this diagram here. This one's, getting worn, but it's still on here. And I'll be able to have this video later for when mine falls off, right? That's the other reason I do YouTube videos, so I can remind myself how to do things. You see that it plainly shows the outline of where to put that belt. That's, of course, if your belt has already broken and off. Mine is not broken. It's just about broken. It is making a racket, and that's going to be hard on the spindle, so I'm going to go ahead and change mine. You've got this yellow outline here, and the belt plainly comes around here and weaves in and out, in and out. Here's how you get it off. This is a close-up. You see this latch here? And I'll show this in a minute. You move this on the other side of that, and now we'll... So there is honestly not a lot to this. It's very simple, and I want you to know that you can do it. Anybody with any kind of even small strength can do this. You take this, you move this off, and you prick it up, and you bring it back out. That moves this idler pulley, which is that one right in the middle. You can see in the video, right? It's the one moving in there. It keeps all the tension on all the system. So now that that's off, you see the belt is loose. And you may have broken your belt. If you've broken it, take it off. It does not matter here. You don't have to really pay attention if you've got a diagram. If you don't have a diagram, take a picture of your belt before you do this. All right? So you just want to shake it a little bit, and it's going to fall off all those spindles. I may have to walk around to the other side, but maybe not. I think I can just... You can see that my belt was just about to snap, so I could smell it too. That's another thing. If you smell rubber burning, probably your belt's about to go. If you make it through that grass cutting, you better order one online or whatever, or go get you one. I'm going to show you where you can buy one here in a second. This Kevlar type belt has seen better days, right? And you could hear this going around the pulleys. Boom, 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 boom. You can imagine. All right, so it was going to break probably today. I could smell it. Look at that. I run mine to nearly the end. They can be hard on your spindle, so that's why I'm taking it off now. It got worse in a matter of minutes. So that one's done. I have ordered a replacement one, and I have it hanging on the shelf, as I like to do. If you don't have one hanging on the shelf, go get you one and keep it in stock in your house, because this is a frequent item that can break. This particular belt number, now look up the one that's pertinent for your mower. But this one from American Yard Products, and also the older Craftsman that were AYP. I think the newer Craftsman are made by MTD now, but 532197242. And that's the one that'll fit this, and you may have some model numbers that are similar to that. Now I want you to look at this belt. It is flat on one side. It is V, almost V-shaped on the other. You can see the slant. Do you see it? So how do you get this belt? You just shake it. Keep shaking it and untwisting it until it has no more curls in it. And that's what we've got here. We've got a belt here, and I'll show you because it's not all in the camera. We've got a belt now that is from end to end, no rollovers in it, right? Here's what you want to do is you want to look at this pulley on this side because you're probably going to be sitting on this side changing this. And you see how it's got a notch in it? That's where that V goes. The V goes into there. That's important because you see this pulley? It's flat. So it's actually going to get a flat piece against it because the belt weaves in and out, in and out. So anywhere you see a pulley that has a V-notch in it, you know that that's the V-notch. So it's easy, just get it started. So I'm going to lay this across the entire thing to get it started. And this is where you're going to follow your diagram. V here, right? And then I noticed that my belt comes over this pulley on the diagram, and then the flat side is here. All right, so you just start following it, and across the back of this one, straight all the way over to the other pulley. So to get rid of some of your slack, now's a good time to walk to the other side of your mower, in my case, and go ahead and put it on the far pulley. And over here, it's on a V. And we're just going to keep following that diagram around. Keep in mind, your idler pulley's loose here, right? So you're able to do this easily. Then you'll notice in my diagram, it goes up to the servo or the power one up here, which comes out of the mower. And it's a V. So it's not twisted. So now I'm just going to look in here and make sure that it goes around. And it's back in here to this flat one. According to this, now it's back up here to this V-notched one. And I've got one more in there to go. You can watch me reach through there and get the last one, I hope. It's that one right over there. I think it jumped off of this one. I had it on there a minute ago. All right, so now I believe it's on all of them. Give it a visual check, and you take your idler pulley and you basically put it right back in there, right? So now give it another visual check. I can see that all my pulleys have a belt on them. I can see that all my pulleys do not have any kind of kink belt on it. I did not roll the belt. Make sure, double check it, make sure it's not rolled, right? Anytime you mess with a mower and you're doing this, you want to make sure you probably also pull the spark plug as extra precaution. But I also have the kill switch of the seat that I know is working. It's not going to start. And you can see that this is moving. This is a good check to do, right? Why? Because you're making sure that that belt is not wrapped over. Because if that belt's wrapped over, it will easily jump off and it will rip a new belt. Now, here's a moment where I want to talk about the type of belt to get. Do not get the cheapest belt, necessarily. Do you see in here the pattern of this? You can almost feel it's got some canvas embedded into it. Well, that's not canvas. A lot of times they call that Kevlar. See, that's the last man standing on my old belt. That's some of the strongest part of the belt right there. So don't get the cheapest belt. Get, either the OEM one or one that's got really good authentic reviews on it. This one I'll link to the one that I bought if it's still on Amazon. If not, I'll link to a preferred one right down below. One more thing I want to do is show you that you want to grease your pulleys. You've got a zerk here, one in the middle and one on the other side. And if you've got a good grease gun that has a flexible tip on it, you can get that middle one also without pulling off your bed. That's how you change your belt. That's how you grease your zerks there. And the zerks, it does have a tough time making it down all the way into the spindles, but gravity will get some of that down in there. If you learned something today, or if you like this, check out my other videos on the Husqvarna link up here, you'll see that lower quality one for the belt as well that's been popular. Like, share, and subscribe, please. Thanks for watching.